was Sunday morning, was about 8 o'clock. I saw smoke coming up down there. I was wondering what was going on. Previously, the military had anti-aircraft practice, and the puffs of smoke that's up in the air was white. But this time the puff was black. Something's different. Then I saw a lot of smoke coming up from there. Then I saw two Japanese Zeros flying overhead real low. I could see the pilot on the plane. I'd never seen a plane like that before. I assumed then afterwards that I found out they were flying from here over to bomb Kaneohe Marine Base. So I climbed on top of the roof of my store down there to see what was going on. Then we found out that the Japanese had bombed Pearl Harbor. That was that morning. I could never forget that. Today I sit here on the very same day and remember what had happened when they attacked Pearl Harbor.
Just had the very solemn memorial service, now waiting to get onto the Missouri itself. Here's a shot of how the first attack came in, as my neighbor was talking about on that morning, December 7th, 1941, 7:30 a.m. Approximately that's when they came through the north side of the island, Kahuku Point. And there was a coordinated attack from all four corners, knowing that it was going to be a Sunday morning. Most of these sailors were going to be hungover, some of them still drunk. There were a lot of Christmas parties already going on the night before. And the main question is, why exactly Japan, having a very imperialistic mindset, believed that he who controls Pearl Harbor controls the Pacific Ocean. He who controls the Pacific Ocean might as well be a god of war. So look at Battleship Row right here. And this is exactly how it would have looked like from the sky. This is what it looked like for the almost 400 Japanese planes, most of which were Japanese Zeros, specially customized for this exact occasion. Admiral Yamamoto had been planning this for months, so he knew exactly where to come from. First, the Northeast, hit the Utah first. Then the first bomb hit the Arizona 8:06 a.m., hit the magazine, caused it to explode immediately. Within 2 minutes, the ship was already half sunk. Sailors were waking up to the sensation of drowning before they even knew what was happening. And the Japanese, the main strategy was surprise, was shock, chaos, have everyone just absolutely confused. So those sailors who were actually able to come to the surface, to the deck of the ship, were instantly gunned down. It was basically sitting ducks with the Japanese Zeros flying all around Pearl Harbor, taking everything down, focus on the carriers and any survivors that were coming outside of it. And here's exactly where these battleships would have been on that fateful morning, exactly 80 years ago. And the Arizona, having had the most devastating loss, as approximately 1,200 sailors died within 2 minutes of waking up, drowning. The Arizona is still there. It's watery grave for all of eternity. Now the memorials above it memorialize it, but also to symbolize the entrance of the United States into World War II in 1941. Facing it symbolically is the other bookend of the United States in World War II and symbolizing the end of the war, is the USS Missouri. The exact ship, battleship, which was in Tokyo Bay, and on the deck is where the Japanese signed the Articles of Surrender.
Pride Lewis Bailey, Jr. Pritchett Robert Leo, Jr. Prisbys